Hello and welcome everybody to the very first MISMO short from the blockchain COP. Our goal today is to provide an overview of who we are and how to get involved. To kick things off, my name is John Pomeranski, and I'm the facilitator for the blockchain COP workgroup.
Hi, I'm Devin Castor. I'm the co-chair for the blockchain community of practice.
Rishi Godse, I'm the vice chair for this COP.
And I am Sean Job, co-chair of the blockchain community of practice, and we'll be starting us off today with going through who we are, what we are, and where our focus is. So as a community, as part of a standards organization, we explore different aspects of blockchain and distributed ledger technology and its use and potential uses within the industry. We look to facilitate conversation with industry stakeholders where ideas can be brought forth, questions can be brought forth, education can be put together and distributed, and all used as part of kind of input to ongoing standards development, adoption, and implementation of such technology. So I think what I'd like to do now is hand it off to Rishi Godse from USAA to talk to us about some of our work group highlights. So Rishi, with that.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. So our community of practice is actively engaged in a collaborative effort to define the blockchain standards. Leveraging the MISMO data model and other work products such as the API toolkit, we have developed a range of proof of concept applications or POCs or prototypes. These POCs or prototypes have been instrumental in shaping and evolving the blockchain interoperability standards for the mortgage industry. These POCs span different areas of the mortgage lifecycle process, such as originations, servicing, compliance, use of third-party data. The source code and the documentation for these POC applications is stored on the MISMO GitHub repository, and all MISMO members have access to it. And our latest POC, which is currently in the requirements gathering phase, is about secure data sharing and achieving interoperability across different blockchain systems and the prevalent platforms which are used by the mortgage industry participants. Another key objective of our community of practice is education. Educating the industry is extremely important according to us, considering the newness of the blockchain technology, as well as because of the misconceptions that are currently going on because of the debacle of the cryptocurrencies. In 2020, we successfully conducted a webinar on blockchain fundamentals for our industry. In 2023, we published a white paper titled Blockchain for Mortgage Industry, which was very well received. This white paper educates how blockchain can be used within the mortgage industry for improving the efficiency, enabling transparency, increasing trust amongst the different participating organizations. It also defines the potential use cases and ideas for increasing the blockchain adoption.
Now, although blockchain was introduced to the world in 2009 and has gone through a substantial amount of advancement in the time since then, in the mortgage industry itself, it is a rather still untapped technology. Although several pioneers in the space have brought some amount of blockchain into mortgage, specifically mostly focused on securitization, tokenization, and trading of mortgage assets, it is still a largely unexplored technology that can bring a great deal of impact to the mortgage industry as a whole. And just some of the opportunities is with the immutability, you get the ultimate in data integrity and tamper-proof with all of the records and data that's being stored for a mortgage transaction. You have the ability to utilize the blockchain as a source of truth. So instead of a passing around of where that ultimate source of data is between various systems and various parties, it can be, I'd say, centralized, which goes against the very nature of blockchain, which is decentralized, but taking it and making it more broadly available across the industry itself. Of course, bringing certainty into that data, and then largely one of the biggest things it can bring to the industry is its ability to provide broader data availability and access across the ecosystem. Many parties within the process, whether that's in the origination, servicing, securitization, and the other various areas, rely on data passed to them from other systems and replicating that data to their system and then going through an entire check the checker process. So this has the ability to largely eliminate a very large portion of that, help systems advance when they're able to utilize underlying source data they don't have access to today, drive down costs in the mortgage industry, speed up the process, and so much more. And Sean, with that, I will pass it back to you.
Great. Thank you, Devin. I'd like to now go over our 2024 community of practice roadmap. So we have it broken out by quarter. Right now, we're currently just wrapping up some of our Q1 initiatives and kicking off our Q2 initiatives. But as you can see, what we're doing right now is a major part of that roadmap, and that's the creation of some MISMO short videos to help the industry and interested parties understand, from both an educational and from an implementation standpoint of the use of the technology, and specifically on how it can be applied within the mortgage lending ecosystem. We are also actively working on building an environment and platform and set of tools to help facilitate our standards development. We've had many folks step forward as part of that partnership, and would encourage anyone who may be listening to this to do the same if that's an area that you could help out with. And then, as Rishi mentioned, we have an investment that we do in building into prototypes to demonstrate the use of the MISMO work products. And we are currently working on one that is going to demonstrate how multiple parties can complete a address verification and share that information throughout the MISMO life, the mortgage life of loan process. So those will be our building blocks throughout 2024. We look to also continue this series of MISMO short videos by talking about the use of blockchain in mortgage lending and with digital identity, complete publication of the address verification prototype, and our initial release of version 1.0, if you will, of the MISMO blockchain data set. So once again, thank you all for listening and getting this introduction to the MISMO blockchain community of practice. With that, I will now turn it back over to our facilitator, John Pomeranski, to wrap us up.
Perfect. And to get involved, we meet the first and third Wednesday of every month at 3 p.m. The easiest way to understand that is join us on MISMO Connect. Look at MISMO.org, or email myself, jpomeranski@mismo.org, or info@mismo.org. And really, what we're looking for from a community of practice perspective is all levels of blockchain understanding, from those who'd like a better understanding to those subject matter experts that can dive in and take the thought leadership to the next level.